Hey everybody, it's Veruda, bringing you another League of Legends commentary, and today we're taking a look at Lee Sin. Now, I'm playing Lee Sin as a jungler in a ranked solo queue match around the 1660s or so. Really stuck in that hole, really need to be above that. Regardless, playing him as a jungler, really needed a jungler on this team. I have about an 80% win rate with the guy, and I prefer him as a top solo, as you can bully most people out of that position. He's just so strong in the lane, doesn't really need a whole lot of items to be effective, but at the same time, this video is done between the Volibear patch, where they changed the jungle and they nerfed the experience you'd be gaining in the jungle, putting you closer to a duo lane experience level, and between that and the buff that they recently gave the jungle. I thought this was a really good game. It had some really good gameplay, and I wanted to get it out to you guys. And I promise this will be the last back patch, if you will, video. Ezreal was a little old. This is a few days old. The patch where they buffed the jungle just happened, so keep that in mind. That's why I'm going to be a bit under-leveled here, but as you see, Lee Sin has no problem with any jungle camp. He just absolutely cruises through it. His abilities, his kit, really synergize well with just crushing creeps and maintaining a high health level while doing it. One thing, the reason I picked this champion for this game is I really don't like him as a jungler. He can do it just fine. I prefer the top solo, as I said, but he's an absolute counterpick to anybody that relies on stealth. And they did have an Akali on this team, and Akali causes a lot of problems for teams that aren't really prepared for her. So picking Lee Sin allows me to grant my team vision of her whereabouts when she's stealth if I land an ability on her, and I think that's incredibly valuable. So here we go, going in on this Akali here, gonna land my E, she's gonna try to stealth, she's gonna flash, I do slow her with the follow-up on the E, follow up with the Q, we're gonna have Xerath stunning, and I'm gonna auto-attack her down, pick up the kill for the, not first blood for our team, but the first kill for the mid lane. So from there, Xerath is going to be allowed to just snowball and absolutely dominate that lane. Xerath is a really strong AP carry if the player is good with him. As you see, I'm moving in here, I'm going to try to land a Q on Soraka, gonna follow it up, gonna continue slowing her with my E, follow it up with a second activated E, and I'm just gonna be taking one tower shot and a ton of damage from Sivir. Really not a good initiation by myself. Udyr did clean this out, but as you see, I didn't have to base for the first 6 minutes of the game. I picked up a kill in middle lane, got enough to pick up my blades and my boots, and I'm going to go back to the jungle. And during this time, this jungle just respawns so fast that unless you spend a lot of time in it, you're gonna fall behind. I don't know if that's the current case. I haven't jungled since they buffed it, but it looks like it's a lot better. Here I'm going to go for Soraka, gonna miss the Q, gonna gain on her because I've got boots and she doesn't. She doesn't have flash, as you saw at the opening screen. She has heal and clairvoyance, so really no escape for her, not the smartest move. Here I'm going to be working on blue buff. I see that Xerath wants blue, and of course anytime you're playing Lee Sin, you should donate those buffs. That is one reason when I talented this champion for this game, I went 21-9-0, very similar to my Fizz jungle. I really think that the resistances are incredibly strong early, and looking towards a late game, they're stronger. And if you're going to be donating buffs, like I think that Vayne deserves my red buff more than I do, and I think that Xerath absolutely needs my blue buff, that there's no reason not to just take those resistances and perform my strong ganks without it. Here I'm going towards top lane, I'm going to slow Singe. Pirate and I are just playing with fire here. He does blow his ultimate, and we're chasing Singe. I do have a phage at this point, so I'm just trying to get the slow. I'm going to flash over this wall here just because we need vision. Gonna land the E, followed up with the slowing portion. Singe is going to fling Gangplank. We're going to continue chasing. Gangplank going to flash over that wall. I auto-attack. I try to dragon kick him for the ultimate. Not going to pick up the kill there, but I do finish it up with the Q, and that will snag another kill for me, so I'm 2-0-1. And I'm going to work on blue buff. Even though I'm incredibly low health, I can just crush blue buff like it's a joke for Xerath. Here I'm going to find Soraka a little out of place, no escape. I'm going to hit the E, followed up with my auto attack with the red buff and the slow, and she will just go down to me. I'm going to dragon kick. The timer's a little off. Xerath going to pick that up with a very nice Q. I do have vision on Akali with the E. Going to follow it up with a Q and follow her flash with the activated, where I launch myself to her and kick her. As I make my way through their jungle, I do see that Udyr is on me. I try to smite his blue wraith there, trying to get a little extra gold. Gonna slow him with the E and just make my way towards my team that sees what's up. I'm going to go back in with my Q. Xerath trying to do a little damage, and he is going to push away. I'm not even sure who it was. It was Sivir in middle lane, excuse me. Singe coming in here trying to pick up the kill on me. Gangplank throwing down his ult. I am just continually kiting with my E. Vayne coming in there with her ultimate with a very nice knockback on Udyr. Xerath coming in using his ultimate. I am very afraid of Singe, as I don't have a whole lot of magic resistance right now. They are going to have a very nice stun on him. I'm going to miss my Q thinking he wasn't going to be stunned. Alistar coming in for the knock up. He is going to ignite me. I am going to live with 49 health, just enough to keep myself alive. Here, even though I did have the low health, that's no problem for Lee Sin. Just going to pop that shield and be able to take out that camp before I go home. Here I'm going to land a Q on Sivir, go for her. She's going to spell shield the second portion, although I do get the slow on her with the red buff phage and my E. She will use her ultimate to get away from me. She's going to use her exhaust on me here. Akali coming in from the left side, Xerath locking himself in place. Akali getting stunned underneath the Xerath. I'm going to use my ultimate to knock her away, using my E inside of her stealth there so that Xerath has vision. He's going to pick up the kill. Looks like I'm incredibly low. Sivir going to throw in another Q. He is going to be stunned by Xerath, and I'm just hanging out. I did live with about 100 health, and so I would like to go back in there and have some really cool play, but it looks like as Singe is coming in here with his ultimate, we need to just go ahead and back out of the situation. Xerath giving me a nice leash. Lee Sin can take what could be a terrible situation, and due to his high mobility, his self-shielding, can stay in a lot of times when other champions can't. So as you see on the left side, Alistar and Vayne are being chased by Singe still. I'm going to use my Q on Sivir, going to follow that up. Vayne is going to knock her into the wall, and I'm going to finish her with an E. She'll go down. Alistar with a nice knock-up, Gangplank ult coming in. We're going to have Vayne tossed over the back of Singe. I'm trying to avoid him to the right. Looks like Xerath is going to pick up that kill on Soraka, and here comes the stun, and it looks like Vayne picks it up, excuse me. They do have an exhaust on top of Udyr. Udyr is going to be knocked back by Alistar. Vayne knocking him into the tower. Vayne going to pick up the kill. Akali coming in, Gangplank giving us all speed, and it looks like they're going to stun Singe. She was a little overextended. I have a Q on him, going to follow it up, picking up the kill, going 5-0-6 now, and barely living with 200 health. So that's a perfect example of this champion utilizing low health and making the most of it when his teammates showed up. I was able to, juke my way around that team fight, avoid a lot of damage, come in there and burst people down when necessary, but otherwise, a lot of other champions couldn't have done what Lee Sin was able to do there. Here, as I was doing a little bit of counter jungling, I do know that there are a few people behind us. Apparently, Pirate didn't, though, as he moves up trying to be a little bit aggressive on Singe. We have Akali coming from the right side. He's going to parlay on top of Singe. Singe is going to chase him. I'm going to throw down my E and just slow both of them, trying to give a little bit of distance for our team. I'm going to shield towards Gangplank. Singe tanking tower shots. Our tower is extremely low, though. Soraka seeing that coming up, auto-attacking, taking it out. It is now 2v4 as Udyr enters the picture. We have Gangplank just being focused down. He's going to have a perfect flash over this wall here. Sivir comes in, and Xerath locks himself in position. I make my way towards Xerath, and I'm going to use my Dragon Kick on Singe as soon as I get close enough, trying to knock a few people in the air, trying to give a little extra room, going to use my E, going to slow them. Alistar flashing in there, using his headbutt, then his pulverize, and he is going to knock up everyone perfectly. Although we are just so low, we can't pick up a kill on anybody. I just look like I'm completely overextended here. We're going to have Gangplank going down to Sivir, and we have Singe chasing me, throwing down his slow. I'm going to use my E, followed up with the activate, just staying one step ahead, just trying to find any escape I can, and we have Alistar going down to Singe. I'm going to use my Q. Akali shows up. I'm going to jump to that creep, jump to the next one with the shield, and although I'm extremely mobile, Akali shows that she is the most mobile assassin in the game, using her ultimate, just catching up every single time I get one step ahead. Here's where in our jungle, you can see they did pick up the Baron buff, but at the same time, Vayne was never with us during that team fight. So although they was 5v4 and we kited very well, we weren't able to kill anybody. They picked up the Baron, and Vayne was able to push that bottom lane tower. She was able to get the one right before the inhibitor. So we're in a very good position to push, except that they have Baron. So we need to make sure that we either kill them or we wait till the Baron's off before we make a move. This is a very, very crucial point in the game where although you're incredibly ahead, you can still lose the game. So we are just hugging this tower here. We have Sivir throwing a boomerang over the wall there. You can see that Gangplank is incredibly tanky. He is not afraid. He's going to use his E. We're going to continue chasing them through our jungle. As they haven't taken out the first tower in the lane, they can't really push up on that. So we have Singe coming in here, trying to get a throw on anybody he can. Sivir taking some serious damage. Soraka taking some more damage. I missed my Q. I probably could have killed her if that was the case. Singe coming in here, trying to get a throw on anybody. Him and Udyr can really zone out the rest of us, but at the same time, we have a lot of CC if they do come in. So getting a little bit slow on top of Singe there. He's going to take a couple tower hits. I'm taking a little damage from the poison. Going to land a Q on Akali. Here we have Gangplank being flipped over, Singe back. Going to shield towards him. Going to see Alistar come in there with a headbutt and a pulverize. Headbutting Udyr back towards our tower. He's going to go down by me. I'm going to continue auto-attacking Singe. Singe is going to ignite Gangplank. Gangplank is going to live because of his Warmogs. And we're going to continue chasing these guys. We have Soraka popping her Aurelius Reverie, and I'm going to continue chasing Akali. I'm waiting to flash this. Flashing, landing the Q, seeing her vision, going to use my Q, using the E to slow her. She's going to turn around and try to fight me. She does have Ignite on me. We have Alistar coming in there with a headbutt and pulverize. He's going to knock her away. I'm going to land the Q, follow it up, doing a little bit more damage. Alistar keeping me alive by CCing her and healing me. I will pick up the kill, and we're going to see that Vayne is going to pick up the ace in just a second on Soraka, allowing us to take out that inhibitor that I was talking about. Now that we've got the opportunity, we need to push it. We do see that Udyr has res, and I am very low, so we don't want to lose this lead. After basing, picking up some more items, I started working my way towards an Atma's there. We see that Vayne has caught Soraka out of place with no escape. She's going to go down, and now it is a 5v4. Although they had Baron, they wasted the opportunity because they tried to initiate poorly. Gangplank, either pro bait or just being an idiot, was able to be caught, and everyone focused him down. Here we see Akali getting caught. She's going to flash over the wall, though. I wasn't there. I was running up the middle lane. If I had been there and been able to grant them vision, they might have been able to kill her. Regardless, we still have a huge advantage as we have their main healer down for a while. So as we move in here, we do have the stun coming in on Singe, and I am just going to go up there and bait any auto attack damage I can. Singe popping his ultimate, coming in the middle of our team, going to be throwing Gangplank behind us. We're going to take out the tower, and we're going to continue focusing Udyr. Udyr's going to get knocked up in the air here. I'm going to use my ultimate. No escape for you, Man Bear Pig, and we're going to have Singe be knocked against the wall there. We're going to take him out, so we have now got a huge advantage. They still don't have that bottom lane inhibitor. We have Vayne going up there. She does have a GA, so she's pretty brave. We don't want her dying, though, so I'm making it my job to protect her right now, and as best I can. We're going to have Xerath throwing down some damage there on Akali, just forcing her away. They tried to surrender. 3-2, not going to happen yet, and we're just going to get this free inhibitor and look to finish the game if at all possible, as we do have super minions coming in from bottom wave, and we're going to I'm trying to land Qs here. Shirley's Reverie being popped by Alistar, and instantly melting Sivir between the burst of Vayne and Xerath. She's going to go down. Xerath just taking tons of damage and throwing it in their face. Really strong champion. I really like Xerath still. One of my favorite AP mages right now. Alistar flashing in there, going to go for the headbutt and the pulverize, knocking Udyr back into our team. He's going to flash, going to get knocked into the fountain by Vayne. That's okay. Akali is still stealth here. We have Pirate getting stunned. Akali making her way across the team, going to pick up the kill on Alistar. I'm continuing to focus down Udyr here with Vayne, and Akali is trying to get away. I'm going to continue auto-attacking her. I'm going to take a little bit of laser damage from the fountain. Singe coming out there saying I'm low, tries to ignite me. Not going to happen. I'm going to be able to pick up the last kill as the game finishes for 8 kills for myself. Very good game. Very strong gameplay from everyone on my team. They had an opportunity to win it. We held it together. We kept playing smart. Please like the video if you liked it. Please leave a comment if you have any questions, and subscribe for more content from me. I'm also going to have a couple links here underneath that. Do check it out. They are going to be of my Riot Point giveaway that's running until the 7th, Wednesday night at midnight, so definitely check that out. You've only got a couple more days. And, of course, my new mini-series on my mini-guides, and the most recent one will have a link there. So thank you very much for watching, guys. This has been Varuda, and I will see you out there.